Do you want to become a junior project manager? Then you need to understand why this role even exists, what employees expect from you, and how to position yourself as a perfect candidate for this role. Alright, first of all, we need to understand what roles are available for you on the market and what roles should you apply for. Generally speaking, there are two main roles: junior project manager and assistant project manager. But here's the catch: you won't find these roles, these titles in all industries. Why? Well, because project management maturity levels are different across different industries. For example, if you go into IT, for sure you will find the junior project managers, assistant project managers, and so on. In construction, it's the same. But something more exotic like marketing, any other industries, there might be just project manager. So first of all, you need to look around the market and see what roles are there. If you see only project managers, don't be discouraged, because most likely they just cover all possible levels of experience. So the rule of thumb here is that you start with any junior PM roles or assistant PM roles, and then you switch to the titles that say just project manager, and you look that they ask for 2 or less years of practical experience. So even if you don't have experience, you still have a chance to get on the interview and even pass it. Now, to get a job of a junior project manager, you need to understand why this role even exists. And there are actually 3 major use cases for this role. The first and the most common use case for this role is when we have some small project, some small endeavor that needs to be done, but it has low impact and usually no deadline. So we can put a junior, inexperienced project manager just to get it going somewhere. With some help of senior project managers, you'll get it done. Now, the second option, which requires a bit more experience, is when we have a project and a senior project manager started it, he implemented all the processes, he established communication with clients, and they are generally happy, and you have a team who knows what to do and how to do the project. Now they need a person who will take over the project and keep working on it with these clients, while we release senior project manager to start a new, more complex project. Last but not least, we have a case when a senior project manager has a very large project or several smaller projects and simply he needs help. Now, what's interesting? From the perspective of the employer, these kind of projects require the same type of a junior project manager candidate that has a certain set of skills and knowledge. And notice, I don't say practical experience in the role of a project manager. So what does employer expect to get from a junior project manager? And I want to be very honest and open with you, and it's a bit of insight. First of all, employer wants a cheap leader, a cost-efficient leader for the tasks that they have. You see, when a company hires an entry-level project manager and he gets practical experience, his experience grows faster than his salary, and the company wins on that. You win because you get experience. In most cases, companies do want you to grow to mid-level and a senior level. That's why they are looking for a person with potential and some natural leadership skills. And for the role of an entry-level project manager, most of all, they want to see your leadership without authority skills. Some instances of experience where you lead people, you organized people to do some work when you didn't have authority of your title. Likewise, they want you to be a problem solver. That's why, actually, that's the number one problem that you need to solve. How to get initial leadership experience and show that you are a capable leader. So it's a test in itself. If you want to become a project manager, you need to find a way to gain this leadership experience, and employers expect you to come with this on your CV. Also, they want to see your responsibility and ownership for the tasks that leadership gives you. So on your CV you should also display how someone outlined or showed you the problem and you worked on a solution, you implemented this solution and provided results back. So now you may think that, oh my gosh, I can't do that, my role doesn't allow me to do some serious stuff. But believe me, no one expects some extraordinary beyond the call of duty results from your previous job. You are competing for a role of a junior project manager with the people with the same level of knowledge and experience. However, you do want to stand out from the crowd of those candidates with some leadership achievements. Okay, now it's time for a secret insight. There is a trait that personally I look for in any candidate, and especially in candidates for a leadership role, and I call it constant curiosity and proactivity. Here's a true story. On each and every interview, I ask one simple question. Can you please explain me in simple terms how does the internet work? You would be shocked to know how many people from the IT industry couldn't answer this question. So in many cases for project managers it's a showstopper. You are not curious enough, and the role of a project manager implies that you know a bit of everything, and without curiosity and proactivity you can't do that. Now we need to combine all what we discussed before with another trait, which is career ambitions. Because employers understand that money, the salary, they don't motivate you for any prolonged period of time. But your intrinsic motivation to achieve something greater is something that will push you to develop better projects, to motivate people and lead them to something great. Now let's discuss what you need to get your first job of a junior project manager. So do you need any kind of certifications like CAPM, PMP or Prince2? In my opinion, no, you don't need anything of that for an entry-level role. But there are some industries where projects are huge by nature and there are no small projects. So in that cases, yes, you may need CAPM or something similar. But do research it first and try out to get a job without any certifications. So do you need any training or courses on project management? In general, no. Because most likely you will get some theoretical course on project management. But what I suggest is that you try to find the source of knowledge of practical project management, because there is a huge gap between what we actually do as project managers versus what the books teach you to do in project management. And by the way, I have such a course for you. It combines the practical project management, leadership skills, and career development tips. The link is in the description. If you are interested, check it out. And the most critical thing that you need before you start applying to any jobs, you need a CV of a project manager. Even if you don't have any practical experience as a project manager, you still need to write your CV as if you are a project manager and leader. It means that you need to start from scratch, but you need to analyze your experience and find instances where you have leadership experience, where you show your responsibility and ownership for the problems, where you have problem-solving experience, or where you show how you organized people to do some work. I want to stress this out. If your previous title was a quality assurance engineer or a salesperson, below it you want to keep only leadership achievements, only things that are most critical for the role of a project manager. In all this journey to your first project manager role, you need to understand that project management is not the hard skill, it's not a transactional thing where you just plan things around. It all works from leadership perspective. You lead people through all the processes, tools and techniques of project management. Without actual work with human beings, with people, these processes don't work. That's why I strongly recommend that you watch the videos on project management interview questions and answers next, because they will provide you the landscape of skills and knowledge that you need to gain. Or watch one of the leadership videos that I have here. Just click one of these videos and I'll talk to you there. See you next time. Bye bye.